Hey Doug, welcome to the 2019 OEC golf event. I just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing. We'll let that play on through. We'll put you back in your dress position. We'll go ahead and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your setup, your posture looks pretty good. We can see here that your spine is straight and on a slight tilt. Legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. Your arms hang down nice and naturally off your tilted spine. The club works out to the ball, so really good posture there from you, in association also with good balance. Next thing we want to observe from this vantage point would be your alignment. We can see your feet aiming in this direction here. We carry that out towards your intended target. Now, theoretically, your club face is supposed to run parallel to your feet. Parallel lines on camera would have an appearance of converging. So you are set up pretty much right down the center of the fairway, so that's awesome as well. One thing you can't see from this vantage point, I'm not sure if you're aware that you do it when you set up to the ball, but your club face is extremely closed and you've de-lofted the club. So you've got the leading edge sort of facing the ground and you've taken away the loft of the club. So what you want to do is you want to learn how to rest the back sole of the driver on the ground, and that will maintain the loft of the club. So what's going to happen here is the golf club's going to probably have a tendency of working like an iron, where it's going to hit down and trap the ball and take a bit of a divot. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a little split screen comparison here between you and Jordan Spieth. We'll flip Jordan over left-handed and just slide him over a bit here too. So we got some color-coded lines on the screen just to utilize as a reference point as it pertains to swing plane. As Jordan initiates his takeaway, creates good shoulder rotation, brings the arms and hands back as well as the golf club. And we see the club coming back on plane directly along the red line. From here he's going to incorporate some good wrist hinge into play, transitioning the club head from below to above his hands. And he's going to work the club from red up to yellow or blue. When we finally set the club at the top of the backswing, the right arm of the club should be on the yellow line or the blue line, or within that blue-yellow V zone. Full shoulder rotation, and we do that about a very stable left leg. As you go ahead and watch you bring the golf club back, create good shoulder rotation, drawing your hands and arms back. Club's coming back on a pretty solid plane right there. Looks great. Get some wrist hinge into play, and working the golf club to the top. And when you finally set the club, you're in a reasonably good position here. You've turned your shoulders quite well. You maintain a pretty solid geometry with respect to your arms to your core. Club stays in good position relative to your arms and looks pretty solid right there. As we create a transition back into the ball, simply want to move our weight from our left to our right, fire our knees and our hips to the target, unwind our core and fire our hands. And in doing so, we want to make sure we're bringing the golf club, in Jordan's case, from blue to yellow, and then back down onto red, which is where the golf club originated. And that's exactly what we can see here with Jordan Spieth. The club has returned right back to being on plane. Next thing we want to observe is the relationship between the lead forearm and the golf club. I refer to this as the check mark position. It simply means the club head is remaining above and behind our hands coming into the hitting zone. This is what's going to allow us to create a lot of power in our golf swing, let alone getting the club to return back to plane as we already pointed out, which is also going to allow us to hit the ball straight. If we go ahead and watch you create your transition into the ball, a little bit of a motion with your hands coming over the top, pushing the club away from you. So what we want to do here at this point in time is just go ahead and track the club head coming in the ball. So you still have a pretty decent backwards check mark. Let's go to the next frame. Good. Club fell right on top of the plane, comes into the ball. So not too bad there. If we look at your descending motion coming into the ball, the club pretty much gets on top of that red line and pretty much attacks the ball from that location. We can see with Jordan though, that golf club's right on the red line. It's not on top of it. So he's going to be attacking the ball a little bit more on the inside than you may. At this point in time, understanding that, only other thing I want to look at is just prior to impact. Notice Jordan Spieth, his left heel is off the ground. Your left heel is still on the ground. So you haven't really created any footwork, knee work, or hip work to impact. So one of the things you want to learn to do is you want to learn to create a proper dance move per se with your hips, knees, and feet to impact that allows you to get to your right side. As we go ahead and take a look through the hitting zone, yeah, we can see now you're hitting down on the ball. You are getting a bit of a divot. And again, that is a reference, again, based on your address position, whereby your club face, again, was closed, de-lofted, and you just didn't have the driver resting properly on the ground. You're hitting down, club face is closing, and you're hanging back on your left side. So there's no footwork through to the finishing position. As we can see here with Jordan Spieth, he keeps coming off that left heel, up on the toe of his left foot. We can count all the spikes in his shoe, gets all his weight to his right side. That allows the hips to square around, shoulders to fully rotate, hands are high, club back and behind him. So you certainly want to just learn how to create that proper footwork through to the finish. Again, ideally, want to make sure that you're resting that driver on the ground properly. And then when it comes to a driver, we want to tee the ball up, high, and then we want to learn how to sweep the ball off the tee. We do not want to hit down and take divots with the driver. So got to rest that driver on its back sole. Want to tee it up high, get it forward in the stance, and learn how to pick it clean off the tee, and learn how to create that proper footwork through to the finish. Okay? Anyways, I hope you had a great day. If at any point in time you ever want to work on any of these aspects of your golf game, I am over at Glen Abbey, obviously where the event was held, and be happy to structure a program for you. Also, if you're involved with any golf tournaments at all, or sit on the committee for any tournaments and you're looking for a unique gift to provide to your guests, certainly feel free to reach out. All my contact information is on the screen here and at the end of the video. Okay? Anyways, again, hope you had a great day. Hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. Hope you've had a great summer, and hope you get a chance to play some more golf in the fall.